Being rich is easy to show, but real power? It's in being the person no one knows is rich. Because true wealth doesn't need to prove itself. It speaks quietly. It's calm, controlled, completely in charge. Today, we're uncovering 3 powerful reasons why staying low-key about your wealth might be the smartest move you'll ever make. Stay with me until the end, because the 3rd reason is something most people never realize until it's far too late. Reason number 1, quiet wealth keeps relationships real. Here's a truth that most people ignore. People don't really admire wealth. They compare themselves to it. And comparison always comes with a hidden side effect: jealousy. You might think that upgrading your car, buying that dream house, or taking an expensive vacation will earn you respect and applause. At first, it does. People notice. They compliment you. You feel good. But admiration fades quickly. And once it fades, envy quietly takes its place. Friends start pulling away. Conversations become shorter. And you begin to wonder, do they like me or do they like what I have? That's the trap of loud wealth. It changes how people see you, even when you stay the same. When people know you're wealthy, every interaction carries a question mark. Every compliment feels slightly different. But when no one knows, that pressure disappears. The laughter is genuine. The loyalty is real. People stay because they value you, not your wallet. Quiet wealth keeps your relationships clean, untouched by jealousy, expectation, or competition. Because the truth is, the more you show off, the less you can tell who's real. But when your success is silent, the people who stay are the ones who care. Not about your money, but about you. And that's something even money can't buy. Reason number 2, quiet wealth prevents money pressure. Once you start looking rich, the world starts treating you differently. Family members suddenly need a small loan. Old friends show up with just one favor. Charities and organizations start expecting your help. And every time you're out, people automatically assume you'll pick up the check. And saying no? That's when things get complicated, because people don't see the effort behind your success. They only see the result. They think wealth means endless generosity, endless availability, and endless resources. But it doesn't. You worked hard for what you have. You took risks, made sacrifices, and faced challenges that most people never saw. And yet, once you look wealthy, those sacrifices don't matter. People think you owe them just because you can afford to help. That's how loud wealth quietly turns into a burden. It's not the money that drains you. It's the constant pressure to explain, justify, or share it. You start feeling guilty for saying no, guilty for saving, guilty for simply enjoying what you've earned. And guilt is one of the fastest ways to lose your peace. But when your wealth is quiet, none of that exists. No one assumes, no one asks, no one expects. You get to live on your own terms, without carrying everyone else's expectations. You can still help when you choose to, but now, generosity comes from the heart, not from pressure. And that's what makes it beautiful again. Quiet wealth gives you freedom, not from responsibility, but from the invisible weight of people's assumptions. You get to enjoy what you earned, without guilt, without explanations, and without feeling like you have to prove anything. Because nothing steals joy faster than feeling bad about success you worked hard for. Reason number 3, quiet wealth brings security. This one's rarely talked about, but it might be the most important reason of all. Loud wealth makes you a target. It doesn't matter where you live. The more you show, the more attention you attract. And not everyone who notices has good intentions. The flashy car, the designer brands, the constant displays of luxury, they all send a signal. And the truth is, some people aren't admiring you. They're calculating. Scammers notice. Thieves notice. Even acquaintances start seeing opportunity instead of you. That's the dark side of being visibly wealthy. It paints a target you can't erase. True wealth doesn't need attention. It needs protection. Quiet wealth means you can walk into any room, blend in, and still know that behind the scenes you're fully in control. Your assets are safe, your privacy is intact, and your peace of mind is untouched. Because the moment you start chasing validation, you sacrifice security. But when you stay silent, you gain leverage. You control how much the world knows and how much it doesn't. It's not about hiding. It's about moving through life freely, without fear, without pressure, without the constant need to defend what's yours. When people underestimate you, that's your advantage. You can observe quietly, act strategically, and move without being watched. That's the hidden luxury of quiet wealth. You live in peace while others chase attention, and that's real power. Conclusion: the real power of silence. Loud wealth might look glamorous on the surface, but beneath the shine, it comes with a price: jealousy, pressure, and exposure. You trade your privacy for attention and your peace for validation. Quiet wealth, on the other hand, offers something much greater: peace, freedom, control. Because at its core, wealth was never supposed to be about showing off. It was supposed to be about options. The option to live how you want, to say no when you want, and to protect what matters most: your time, your relationships, and your sanity. Being low-key isn't about fear. It's about confidence. Confidence that you don't need anyone's approval to know your worth. Be the person no one knows is rich, not because you're hiding, but because you've mastered something most people never do: control. At the end of the day, the loudest wealth isn't the one you show off. It's the one you quietly live. Because silence doesn't mean weakness. It means you're secure enough to let your results speak for themselves. If this message spoke to you, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because real wealth isn't about what people see. it's about what you build in silence.